So today we'll be talking about the case study Hotel New World. My group members are me, myself, Muhammad Nazim bin Mustafa, Muhammad Amel Haikal bin Hasnan, Paul Dinesh Kumar anak lelaki Silvam, and lastly Firas Al Halil bin Saiful Aslan Shah. The introduction. Hotel New World, officially known as the Lian Yak Building, was completed in 1971 at 305 Serangoon Road. It had 36 reinforced concrete columns that supported 6 concrete floors weighing 6,000 tons in total. On March 15, 1986, at approximately 11:25 a.m., the building disintegrated in less than a minute, insufficient time for everyone inside to evacuate. Up to 300 people were trapped beneath the debris. The official death toll of 33 was announced on March 22nd, 1986, after the rescue effort. Our team investigated the collapse. This report is prepared to analyze the building collapse, including material and structural assessments, by taking into account every possible design, building usage, and maintenance issues. Detailed estimation of loads and type of analysis methods, together with procedure for inspection and tests that can be conducted during its service life. Moving along, this is a simple introduction of material tests. Compressive strength test for brick, moisture content for timber, slump test for concrete, and test cubes to check if cured concrete has obtained required design strength. For the construction method assessment, tensile strength test, compressive strength test, and bending test. For the past event of failure, we look back on the Highland Tower, the Penang Jetty, and the Stadium Sultan Mizan Zainal Abidin.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Muhammad Amel Haikal. Now I will tell you about analysis of this building, Hotel New World. This building has 36 concrete columns that support 6 concrete floor with a total weight of 6,000 tons. This building consists parking lot at the underground level, bank on the ground level, and the remaining floor are hotel. Year by year, this building has been stressed by additional load such as vault, cooling tower, and ceramic. All those loads are categorized as a life load. What is the main cause of the collapse? It is due to engineer miscalculation. The investigators have checked the blueprint and original design, and they found out that the dead load was unaccounted in the calculation. Although we have big number of tons for live load, it will not give big impact to the building because it already accounted in calculation. So the building cannot resist the load because it has exceeded their allowable limit. Two major columns that were affecting were column 26 and 32. Column 26 experienced micro crack and cannot resist any more load and caused the other load to propagate to another column, which is column 32. This is known as progressive collapse. It occurs when a structural failure in an area continuously spread to the other area through connective structure, causing an enormous destruction of a building.
A very good evening. My name is Punesh Kumar Lakipur and I'll be talking about the maintenance and periodical inspection. Due to improper maintenance, visible signs of structural degradation and defects were ignored. Incidents occurred years before the total collapse, such as cracks on wall, column, and raised footway. Hence, inspection and tests that can be conducted to assess the structural integrity. These tests are referred as non-destructive tests (NDT) as it will not cause any damage to the building. The first test is the visual testing (VT). The engineer will visually inspect the structure in detail with their naked eyes. Furthermore, Tools such as remote visual inspection (RVI), which consists of inspection camera, robot, or drone, can be used to inspect areas which can't be reached. From this, we can identify the cause of observed distress, type of testing that needs to be carried out, and the cause of every defects are observed. The second test is the ultrasonic pulse velocity test (UPV), which are sound waves are used to detect defects, density of concrete, and location of reinforcements. It enables highly accurate results for locating and sizing flaws, cracks, voids, and other defects. The third test is rebound hammer, also known as sweet hammer. It is to determine the strength of the concrete. The rebound hammer is a surface hardness tool. The hammer is forced against the surface of the concrete by the spring, and the distance of the rebound is measured on a scale. From this, we can establish both the concrete in situ strength capacity and level of deterioration on the concrete. The last test is the pull-out test. Concrete tends to form honeycombs which can't be analyzed from the surface. Honeycombs tend to significantly reduce the compressive and fracture strength. Hence, it is important for us to inspect the interior of the concrete. Therefore, a rod will be lodged within. A winch device will pull it out. In winch, reading is taken to measure quantitatively the in situ strength of the concrete. That's all from me. Thank you.
The Building by Law CIDB Act 520 focuses on three things, that is to enhance construction quality, ensure safety of buildings during construction, and ensuring materials used follow standard. Through this act, people who fail to adhere directives issued by CIDB is liable to a fine not exceeding Rm 500,000, with an additional Rm 10,000 for every day or part of day in which the offense continues. This harsh law is a viable way for CIDB to protect the integrity of engineers while also making sure the health and safety of workers and building users be protected. Furthermore, for the Building by Law, Street Drainage and Buildings Act 1974 states that no person shall erect or cause or permit to be erected in any building any partition, compartment, gallery, loft, roof, building, or other structure without having the prior written permission of the local authority. Local authority oversees issuing permit in renovation of landed property. These are the rules defined under the Strata Management Act SMA 2013.
Now I would like to touch about the issues related to health and safety. Before that, Department of Safety is an organization that in charge of ensuring the safety, health and welfare of people at work, as well as protect other people from the hazard that arise from various industries. Okay, Department of Safety can implement measures linked to safety rules to prevent a repeat of the disaster. First and foremost, by performing proper building operations and maintenance. Okay, before the building is occupied, make sure all maintenance and operation documentation, particularly an equipment inventory, is supplied to the building operator and owner. Then, for proper building operation and maintenance, follow the manufacturer's recommendations. Next is by advocate safety to enhance to the community, such as to nurture and expand awareness, conduct promotional and PR campaigns for employers, employees, and the general public, and conduct preliminary hazard analysis and design evaluations to eliminate or reduce workplace dangers. In conclusion, I will generalize it based on the question that has been asked. Okay, first, the most probable cause of structural failure based on your analysis. Okay, the answer is main causes of this structural failure was error in calculating the load. Also, additional load was added into the building which caused the beam and column to fail. Okay, the next question is how does the additional loads on the building after the construction contribute to the structural failure? Okay, the answer is the structural member of the building have low strength capacity due to its size, shape, and material. Hence, catastrophic failure will occur when the structure is stressed beyond its critical stress level. How does the local site condition could affect the collapse of the buildings? Okay, the answer is the engineer examined the land and found out it used to be a swampy flat drain. It was concluded that there is no failure in the foundation even though minor movement had occurred which was ignored. Okay, after that, the fourth question is importance of periodical inspection and how could it prevent the collapse. Okay, determine if structure is fit under operational which consider ultimate limit state and serviceability limit states. Engineer will notice the defect, hence repair will be conducted such as micro concrete jacketing which will increase strength of beam columns. Okay, the fifth question is what is the lesson learned from such failure? Okay, the lesson learned is be more careful during innovation as accident will often occur when criteria are neglected. Quality checking should also be done regularly to make sure the strength of concrete is accurate. Failure to comply by the standard will result in failure. Okay, last but not least, recommendation for other existing structural building projects that may be exposed to the same situations. Okay, building that had additional loads placed upon which were not in design, remove the additional loads followed by inspection to assess the damage that may have been occurred. According to the damage status and design, repairs and support enhancement may be required.